Hi, and welcome to Coach's Corner. We've got a couple of special guests coming up this week. We're going to talk Ponca City boys and girls cross country, and then we'll talk with football coach Josh Allen. We begin our show, though, with our very fine cross country coach, Kelly Chaney, longtime Ponca City coach. And the season, although it seems like the school year has just started, you guys are almost a quarter of the way through your season already.
We've already had two meets. We went to Enid first, and our teams did pretty good over there. We finished in the top three. The boys did actually. There was runner-up, and then our girls was third place over there. And then at our meet, our junior highs took first, while boys and girls, and our high school boys varsity team was second, and our girls was fifth in the meet.
I know that there's so much work that goes on when you put on a home meet. It's great for the community because it gets a lot of schools up here, but boy, I'm sure there's a lot of parents and a lot of people that devoted a lot of time to that,
Yes,
Coach.
we had probably as many as 8 parents out there from that morning on, and then we had another probably 30 parents that worked during the meet, so that when their son and daughter's running, they should be able to go watch them run, and the other parents took their place. So tremendous. We couldn't put that meet on without the parents, and it was really nice that we had that kind of participation from all the parents who did help.
And sometimes you do it and it doesn't work, so you don't ever do it again, but we've had our own meet here for several years.
Since 1994, and then because some of the teams that was here liked the way we did our meet, we hosted regionals 6 times, and we are the only school other than the Tulsa district that's ever hosted regionals outside of the Tulsa area.
Oh, congratulations. And also you have to have a lot of participation. Your numbers, you tell me, are just outstanding right now.
Between 70 and 80, and we may actually get another 2 or 3 more this week from either the 7th and 8th grade, and it's been really good. A lot of new kids, a lot of young talent, and we're really pleased. Right now, we have 6 freshman girls that's on our varsity team, and 3 of those has never ran cross country before, but they're working hard, they're training hard, and I don't know how we'll do between now and the end of the season, but if that continues, I think in the future we're going to have some really good teams. And that's the same way in the 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. You know, we have new kids coming out, never ran before, and we do have some 8th graders now. This is their 3rd year. They started in the 6th grade, and it's starting to make a difference, and I think they'll help us in the future.
Most high school sports, kids aren't introduced to the high school coaches until they get to the high school. But in cross country, it's different. You get them when they're young, and you start working with them then.
It's really helpful to do that, so they don't learn any bad habits and so forth. And it's really nice to have those kind of kids. We have a freshman boy now, Garrison Blanton. He started running with us in the 6th grade, and he's now made at the freshman level, and he's on the varsity team, and he's our number 4 runner right now.
Let's talk a little bit about that. We can start with the guys if you want to. Who are some of the names we're going to see in the newspaper this year?
Well, we got Thes Kazik, who's up there pretty good. Scott Trelevin is working really hard, and we also have, I don't want to leave anybody else, Scott Trelevin, and we also Caleb Gentry is senior, and those 4, and as well as Joey Leclerc. He's never been on the varsity before, but he's worked hard during the summer, and he's earned his way up there in the number 6 spot. And so, Caleb is also in the band member, and so it's nice to get people involved in other activities, and we're sharing those kids and starting to make a difference. But those 4 individuals, you can tell that they really worked hard during the summer trying to make a difference in our team overall. Plus we had, like I said, the freshman a while ago, and Elmer Van Duzer is also on there. He's a junior. He's never been a varsity member before, but they train well during the summer, and that's where it's all done. And you know, you can say, yeah, we work hard in August and September and October, but it's the students who, from May 15th to August 1, whoever works the hardest then is going to be the most successful in the fall, and that's where the work is really done.
Well, let's go through the girls if you want to, Coach.
We got 6 girls, 6 freshman girls, and I don't want to leave anybody out because this is the 3rd meet, and we've had a different lineup each week. Only 2 or 3 has repeated. Abby Lewis is a junior. This is her 3rd year on the varsity, and she's a returning. She's probably our number 1. She is our number 1 runner at this time. She has done really well, and I think she has a good chance. And then maybe even some other girls to qualify for state. Kata Malaski, a freshman. She ran on the 8th grade team, and as well as the 7th grader. Rihanna Bandmeyer. Also have Rebecca Gilliland. This is her 3rd year, but she's a freshman. Catherine Kuhlman. She is a senior girl. She ran for me as a freshman and is on the varsity, and then her parents moved to Owasso where they had jobs, and now she's back again as a senior, but she didn't run when she was over at Owasso for other conflicts, but now she's back and she's really helping us contribute. Autumn Posey and Louisa Medrano as our other two freshman girls. So we're young and talented, but you know, like I said, they're working hard, and I think good things will happen in the future.
And people may have heard you allude to the fact that you have different lineups, you know, and again, a lot of sports, the lineups change very infrequently, but in cross country, you make determinations off how kids do in practice to build your starting lineup.
There's no pressure on me to play this person or that person because it's all done by the clock. You know, your top 7 runners is your varsity. And if you have a JV student who's your number 8 on down, if they have a better time than one of the varsity, they bump them off. So I love it, you know, and the kids push each other doing that way. You know, if they don't like being on the JV team, they can be on the varsity team, and that's how they're on their way up there.
Keeps them hungry, doesn't it,
Yes,
Coach?
it does.
And for our Ponca City cross country team, very successful team, young right now. You mentioned you've had 3 meets, so and you had a rare week off.
Yes.
What do you got coming up, Coach?
This week we're going to Norman. It's a big meet. 15 teams have been invited, and we're one of those. And this is about the 10th year that we've gone down to Norman. A lot of the, you know, you have your Norman schools there, and the Moore schools in the Oklahoma City area, and sometimes Edmond goes, and as well as Enid, and sometimes Stillwater and us. And so it's a really good meet. You see kids that you normally wouldn't see. Because when we go to the regionals with those teams, we would not necessarily be at East Regionals, but you at least get to compete with people that you don't want to see the same people week after week. So we like to go hopscotch around the state.
I think the weathermen waited until school started to really hit you this year. This is probably as unusual for runners as far as weather is concerned that you've ever seen.
It's been hot. Last year we had temperatures in the 100-degree range, especially in early August. This year we had some 80-degree weather, but now it's warming up. You know, you just have to stay hydrated. You have to adjust to the workouts. We don't do the 8 or 7 or 8 miles for the boys and the 5 or 6 for the girls. You have to kind of make it go lower. But the kids who's disciplined enough will go home, and about 8 or 9 o'clock this evening, when it's cooled down a little bit, they'll do an extra 20 or 30-minute workout, and that's what the difference is, because you can't just make a guy go out and run 8 or 9 miles in 98-degree weather, and the heat index is 104. You know, you're just asking for trouble. You know, heat illness is coming on. So hopefully, you know, and a lot of them are going and running additional stuff either early morning before school or late in the evening, and that's where it counts.
That's that self-discipline you've always talked about too. So, Coach, appreciate it very much. Good luck. Kelly Chaney is our cross-country coach for boys and girls on this week's Coach's Corner.